Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome back to Nerdin' Out. This is a special, very special next couple of episodes. We are doing a Dungeons & Dragons one-shot session. Correcting myself, we're not doing a full campaign. It's just a single mission, and the same people who were on last time are joining me again. We have, going around the table from my left to right is Nathaniel, Doug, Morgan, and Nick. Say hi, everyone.
What's up?
Hey.
Hi. Doug, say hi.
But why?
Porque. Okay, so real quick. We're going to try to keep this as streamlined as possible. Keep the side conversations to a minimum. Once we start, stay in character, and we'll go from there. This is my first...
Are you telling the listeners to stay in character?
I'm telling the people at the table to stay in character. Whoever's listening to this, you can have as many side conversations as you want. However, everyone at the table, just keep it in your head.
Don't have to tell us a second time.
So, yes. Now, I'm DMing for the first time ever, so this will be an experience. So,
Oh no.
Yes, oh no is right. So, let us begin. You are adventurers in the land of Hylia. You have accepted a contract from Giltzburg. Now you are entering the town of Giltzburg, and you are walking towards the main town square. Now the town square is kind of like circle brick with a giant well in the center, and the town hall is to the north. So, where are you guys going?
What does the contract say from the...
The contract says it was issued by Mayor Meliodas Mitchberg. He, in the contract, he says that there have been mysterious creatures coming and raiding the town and stealing valuable items, and occasionally kidnapping people, and people have been going missing. Please find me at the town hall. So that's what the contract says.
I'm sorry, can you give me that name for the mayor again?
Meliodas, Mileodus, Mitchberg. Just how you think it's spelled.
I mean, obviously we don't go to the town hall. Why would we do that? That would advance the mission.
That would advance plot. All right. So, where are you guys going?
To the plot.
To the plot. Okay.
Onwards to the plot.
Okay. Let's try to stay. Okay. So you guys head to town hall?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You see Meliodas in the front talking to a couple of the townspeople. He's kind of a shorter, older man. He has kind of curly, short, gray hair. He's got a kind of like a Colonel Sanders mustache and goatee going. Yes, I said mustard by mistake. And some small bifocals, and he's holding himself up with a little walking stick, or kind of like a cane, not necessarily a walking stick, but a cane. And you see him talking to some townsfolk. Who approaches?
I suppose I will approach.
Okay. So you approach Meliodas. What do you say?
Excuse me, sir. I wanted to speak with you about this contract.
God, forgive me. Sorry, I did not mean to offend you. Just wasn't expecting to see you.
You can say it.
This.
Oh, you mean my glorious greatness?
Sure. Now, you said contract. You found our contract, yes?
Yes, we did.
So is this all of you?
Yes, this should be enough, shouldn't it?
Oh no, there'll be 5 more tieflings.
Oh, good.
I'm just kidding.
Well, of course. Yes. So,
And I'm just gonna stand there batting my eyes at him.
Get on with it, human.
and then Milios looks over at you and almost pisses himself. God.
Never seen a dragonborn before. Get on with the point.
Yes. Well, as we've read in the contract, there's been mysterious creatures coming in and raiding the town and taking anything of value, really. And every once in a while, it's not as often as the valuables, but some people get abandoned, and we sent search parties down south into the forest. That's where they come from, and frankly, we get lost in there, and we seem to get lost, and we seem to lose more people searching for them.
You don't know the trails of your own forest.
Well, yes, but
how long have you been living next to this forest?
For many decades.
But you don't know the trails to your forest.
No. Listen, it is not.
This man is wasting our time. I say we go find a different contract.
No, please don't do that. We really could use the help.
But my hammer thirsts for blood.
Amongst other things.
I'm sure you'll find it. Well, of course, we know our way through the forest, or we used to. But the last couple of months or so, it seems to have become more of a labyrinth. It seems like there's a
changing,
a changing or some kind of hex over the forest.
Oh.
Whoever is attacking, it's their fault. They're doing something.
Oh.
I'm sure of it. As he's fidgeting with his cane and being very so. I'm just glad someone came. We've only had one other person answer the contract, and he's just one man. He can't do anything.
Who's
He's not. I don't know his name. I don't even think I got his name. He's at the tavern now, but Sorry, I'm very flustered.
A man came to answer your call for help.
Yes.
And you did not get his name.
Well, as you
should, stop, buy that man a drink, apologize to him,
yes.
And properly introduce yourself to him.
Well, I introduced myself, but as you can imagine, this town is in.
It almost seems like this problem's just as much incompetence as it is raiding.
Oh, I wouldn't say that necessarily. I have a lot of people that I have to tend to.
I'm sure. So many people you fail to oversee properly.
Oh, I think that's hardly fair.
Really? You mean how you forgot the name of the person, one other person that's come to help you?
He's one person I've met once. He got here yesterday. How can I have... Anyway, he's at the tavern just over there. He points to the tavern that is to the west of the town square. And it is Silver Wolf's Tavern. You see the sign hanging there. If you go there, the tavern owner there, he's had dealings with merchant trucks that have been merchant caravans, and his merchandise has been stolen. He knows more about the creatures. He's seen them. He can tell you.
Okay, we'll go meet with him then. By the way, my name's Asphyxia, not that you asked.
I take a few steps towards the mayor. Mayor, right? Yeah. I look down at him and I'm just like, you should resign. And then we leave.
Well,
I turn and walk away.
Before we move on with what we need to accomplish, there is a matter of payment.
Oh, of course. We have money. This is not just the town hall. This is the treasury. This is the bank. We can compensate you greatly.
And
any treasure you find in your journey, you can keep as well.
That was obvious. I meant, what is the starting bid you're offering?
Oh yes. We, given the
Get
amount
to the point now. How much?
Given to the amount stolen, we'd say, 500 gold each. Is that
500 gold each for completing this contract of fighting property stolen from the town.
And people. There's people who've gone. Their lives are at stake here.
Does the property need to be returned?
Oh no! It's
Good, I'm
people's
keeping it.
People are the more important thing. If you find the people, bring the people back.
Alrighty then.
I might not feel like that.
Well, we'll see if they're competent.
Who's
Now-
as competent as this mayor, I'm sure.
Asphyxia, darling. Aren't you being a little hard on him?
You're not the one having some short, little, incompetent man gawk at you just for walking up and trying to offer some help.
It's merely how glorious your gaze is.
You do know how to butter me up, don't you?
You hear a booming voice from outside. Get outside already! What's taking so long?
We're outside of town hall. We were at the front of town hall. Yeah.
I'm like further away than.
It's a full 10 feet waiting. I said, let's go already.
Okay.
All right. Well, how many of your townsfolk have gone missing?
Maybe 10, 20 at least in the last month.
I need a number, 10 or 20.
15. There. Something in the middle.
Women, men, children.
A mixture. They have no. Sorry. They don't seem to have a preference. They take men, women, and children.
So,
I know they've taken at least four children. I know that. I've had the mothers come to me and ask where their children are every day, and it's always so the count of children is 4, but the rest have been adults, male and female. I know that.
alrighty then. How long exactly have these raids been going on?
Well, it started out very sporadically, and probably started very sporadically about 6 months ago. As far back as I'd say, 6-7 months ago, and it used to be maybe 2-3 times a month. But the last 2 months, it seems like they're attacking at least twice a week, and we can't keep up. Every time that we regather and we rebuild, they seem to come back and attack us even harder. It seems like they're getting more desperate now, and
Or it sounds like they've grown in numbers.
We've managed to take out quite a bit, actually, but it just seems like they keep finding more people.
People or creatures?
I have not gotten a good look at them. When they attack, they've always seemed to be hooded. I can never see what they are. But the tavern owner, he's seen them. He knows what they are. I don't know what they are.
So, this has been happening for 6 months and you're just addressing it now? Because you can't keep up with how many people are going missing? It must be so hard for humans to keep up with that.
Look, I'm trying, and I'm getting.
You should work on that.
Maybe start with just properly addressing the people who are coming to help you.
Yes, of course. Yes, and I am sorry. I should have been more grateful that you have come, and I apologize. I'm just very flustered.
Stupid.
Now.
Zorwyrm, let the man speak.
I apologize.
This has obviously gotten him very taken aback.
All right. He's been speaking for 5 hours, it feels like.
Well, you don't have to keep speaking to me if you don't want to. You can leave. You can.
Okay. And I'll just wave it off and walk away.
Okay. So are you guys leaving the mayor?
Yeah.
I
think we got all the info we need.
She has.
I think we'll take our leave.
There we go.
I pick up my 6-foot hammer
Cool.
and walk away.
Cool. Okay.
By the way, I love that.
Big dick swinging.
Okay. Okay. Where are you guys going now?
I believe we're gonna head to the tavern.
Okay. So you guys go just east of the town hall, and you see the sign above the door that says Silver Wolf's Tavern, and you guys go in.
What is the structure of the building?
It's a 2-story building. You can kind of see through the windows. It's a very homely looking like wooden building, like dark brown wood. You can see through the windows, and you can see like the first level is kind of like the eating area, and you can see stairs like in the back, like in the far right, like through the window going up, and that's where the rooms are up there. And you can see through the window, you can see like the tables and the bar in the back and everything like that. So,
All right. Brock, care for a drink?
You always know I do.
As I do.
okay, so you guys walk into the tavern, and you see, you see 6 tables strewn about, and you see a on the left side here, you see a very large fireplace, and on the far right, right in front of the stairs, you see a couple booths coming down around this way to the front door. And in the very back, you see the bar and a barkeep wiping down the table.
I will walk in, head straight to the bar, and take a seat in front of the barkeep.
I will do the same.
I hang back kind of awkwardly. I've never been in this type of situation before, so.
You've never been in a tavern before with this traveling party?
Oh well. How long have we
party?
been together?
What?
How
You guys
long?
have been together for maybe a couple years, probably.
A couple years. Okay.
So you would have been in a bar.
Okay, then I'm just like I hang back a little bit. I don't want to scare anyone.
Okay, that's fair. What do you do,
Oh, I
Asphyxia?
walked right up to the bar.
Okay, awesome.
Side note question. I did forget to ask one thing specifically for all of us.
Okay.
What is our starting gold?
Oh,
Because that is a very important feature for a lot of spells.
Yes. For a lot of spells, 700. Okay, then yeah, everyone gets 700 gold. It's good starting. Sorry, one thing I forgot to mention. In the bar in the booth to the far, and one of the booths to the far right, you see a man, like a single man sitting in a booth by himself with a glass of mead or a glass of ale. It's about half gone.
What exactly is he wearing?
He is wearing kind of a trench coat, or kind of like a long coat, and he comes down to his ankles, or no, comes down to about like mid thigh. He's wearing some thigh high leather boots. He has gloves on his
Thighs.
He's got gloves on his hands. You do notice his index finger and his middle finger are not covered by the gloves. Everything else is covered by the gloves, and he's sitting there with the glass, and you notice he has kind of like dreads that come to a ponytail here, but then the sides are shaved off. And he has a pretty good full beard.
All right. Can you describe the barkeep for me?
The barkeep is a taller, more slender man. He has white combed back hair, clean shaven. He's got almost kind of like brownish ember eyes, almost not quite red, but not quite just brown, and and he has He has a just kind of like a common shirt with the apron on. So it kind of looks like he does kind of like barkeeping and some of the cooking. It looks like he kind of does some of both.
Once I make it to the bar, I yell out, I want your second strongest ale. And
Brock, please.
I'm gonna smack.
We must
him in the back
introduce
of the
ourselves
head
to the
when
man
he
first.
does that.
He kind of.
But I want a drink.
The man kind of
Introductions, drink, adventure.
I
You're
s-
right.
When he announced himself that way, I smacked Barack in the back of the head.
He notices, and he kind of chuckles to himself. He's like, "So, guys, friends? I take it."
Merely acquaintances.
I see. What can I do you for?
Well, I am Darvin Goodman. We have accepted the contract of your town.
I see. They asked me that mayor took way too long to send that contract out. I've been telling him about the issues for months now. So he's, that guy's incompetent. I'll tell you what.
As we gathered, as he did not have enough information for us.
Yeah. So, let you a little secret. That guy's been the mayor for the last couple of years. He, it's in the bloodline. It's almost like a monarchy here. He won't allow us to elect any new officials. It's kind of jacked up. But I'm not gonna get into the politics of it because I know that's not why you guys are here. So you guys are here for the contract, right?
Well, of course.
Yeah. Can I get you anything? For when it comes to can I get you something to drink? Business has been kind of low the last couple of months. We've been kind of scaring people out. You know what I mean?
I believe I asked for your second strongest ale.
Oh, I heard you. But I'm serving you last because you're rude. What can I get you? You seem like the one with everything together. So I'm gonna serve you first.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, but don't worry. They may be a little rough on around the edges, but they are indeed good people.
Okay. So, well, what do you want, shiny pants?
Well, what do you enjoy? Tell me about your ales.
That's good. We got a good selection. We got some stuff that's more full. We got some stuff that's just water if you want to go for a long time. You know what I mean? We do have some spirits. I got some dwarven spirits. But if you're gonna do that contract, I wouldn't recommend swinging and drinking. You know what I mean? That I don't want you hitting your friends.
No, we'll save the spirits for after when we've
Of course.
achieved.
I'll save you some glasses. I would recommend there's this good dwarven ale that just came in. It's full, but it's not too what's that word? It's not too weedy. You know what I mean? It's smooth. That's the word I'm looking for.
I believe we'll take a picture of that, please.
Take a picture of that. Got it. Is there anything you want specific, Mister Big Bulky Tight Pants?
Nick is out at all.
He's like,
no.
It's
When
like
you get
tight
paid.
pants.
I just assume like you're so muscly and ripply that your pants are tight. Okay.
He's in a loincloth.
Oh. Mister leaves nothing to the imagination over here. All right.
Well, I, Barack Bone Mountain, would like
Didn't
to...
ask your name.
Well, I haven't given your name. I felt it was rude of me to not introduce myself.
Okay.
I would like your second strongest ale, if I may.
Second strongest ale. Okay. Miss, what would you like?
I from the corner just growl really loudly
It's like,
at him.
okay, so so he'll just take what you're having. Is that fine?
I'm just
Yes.
going to look up a bit. If you want some alcohol, you need to come up to the bar.
I just
I'd like-
ignore her.
I'd like some wine, please.
Got it. Do you want dwarven wine or just regular wine?
Dwarven.
Dwarven wine. All right. What would you like? I see this big hulking thing come up. I was like,
I just
all right, big guy, what do you want?
I don't even know.
You could just say ale.
I mean, I did get a picture for the party, but whatever.
I was gonna say if there's anything specific.
I'll take a picture of what Darwin's having.
So 2 pitchers of the ale. We got dwarven wine, and then second strongest. All right, I'll get that out to you guys in a second. So, I'll say how much did you say a pitcher of beer? You think? Or
A picture of
Picture of
ale. It really depends. You could easily go a gold for each pitcher.
okay.
Whatever the hell he was having your second
that-
strongest
Yeah, I would say that's probably another just a gold piece, and then wine,
is probably 5 silver for
5 silver. All right, so I'll take 2 gold for you guys for the 2 pitchers, 5 silver from the lady, and then the big dude with for the second strongest ale, that'll be a gold piece. I'll get those out to you in a second. You guys find a table and relax.
We'll be at the bar.
You'll be at the bar. You got it. So you see him, getting everything. You see him getting everything together, getting out the glasses and all that stuff. From the tabs or like from the sides, he'll slide you guys. He'll slide the wine and the ale over. Then he'll bring over the 2 pitchers for you guys. So here you go. Enjoy yourselves. And he's gonna go off and kind of do more. Oh.
Sir, I had a few questions for you.
Oh, right, of course.
You, as you so put it, you're an incompetent mayor. Not enough information.
Right, of course. Yeah.
We were informed that maybe you had a little information for us.
I do. I've seen these things, and I've seen kind of like what they're doing. I've had a couple merchant wagons come through. They got raided. They made some descriptions. I actually went out to meet one on the road, and a little further out, and then they attacked us. I barely got out with my life. They're these like, I guess, reptilian kind of looking people. They're about the size of a regular person, but not but definitely not a person. They had the face of a like a snake or a lizard. They're very so they're definitely not people. And
So the gentleman on my right doesn't bear the resemblance?
No, not at all. That looks like a dragon. I know what a dragon looks like, but they don't look like dragons. They look like little lizards on the floor. But if they had a bigger face and you put it on a person body, that's and then the rest of the body. Yeah, he gets it. And then the rest of the body looks like lizard stuff. So yeah, they're swinging clubs, and one of them had a sword, I think. But pizza time. So.
What is a pizza?
Right. Nick ordered a pizza, so the pizza just got here. So I'm describing to the party what the bartender saw at the. He's seen the creature, so he's like describing kind of what he saw.
Basically, human-sized lizard people.
Okay.
So these people are they're taken from us, and the mayor didn't seem to care until a couple months ago, where it started to happen more frequently. When it started happening, it was kind of very sparse and very few and far between, and he just thought, it'll go away. I told him it wouldn't. I told him if we didn't do something, they would get worse. What happened? It got worse. I told him, but he didn't listen to me. So fuck, what do I know, right? I'm just the tavern owner, right? So anyway, that's all I can really tell you. They come from the south. They come from the forest down south. We used to have people that go out there hunting. They don't really do that no more. The forest has gotten thicker somehow. That was kind of a weird thing that we noticed. We sent out search parties, and some of the people in the search party got lost, and so we lost people through that. Yeah, so it's strange. I can't put my finger on it, but that's kind of how it is. How we're doing right now. So, do you have any other questions? Maybe any other details that you might need, or I was gonna say you just go south, right? So.
Well, actually, I was wondering if you managed to kill any of these creatures.
Oh yeah, we get a couple of licks in. I think we've already like taken and burned the bodies. We got attacked like a couple days ago, so I think we got about like 5 of them. But they killed 2 of ours and kidnapped like 3 other ones. Mm-hmm. So we got like 5 of them, but we burnt
the bodies.
Yeah, we burnt the bodies already.
Can you tell me exactly where the bodies were burned? Maybe there's something left over.
Yeah, if there is anything left over, it's actually just about like southwest from here. We dug a little pit outside off the road, and we just kind of burned them in there. If there is anything left, they'll be there. If there's any remains, they'll be in there. But they didn't have any papers or anything on them either. It didn't seem like they had any like written orders or anything like that. So we checked their bodies. We checked for everything. They just had weapons and some coin and maybe a ration or two, maybe. But I just figured they stole that from someone else. I didn't think that they actually had rations or anyway. So yeah.
Can you tell me what type of clothing or anything they were wearing?
Kind of like your friend here. They didn't want really wearing clothing. They were just nothing to the imagination, right? Just like a napkin around the crotch. You know what I mean? So
Okay, that's not what I'm actually wearing.
You didn't describe it, so I'm sorry.
We never got a chance.
We never got a chance to describe what we're wearing.
That was supposed to be in the last episode. You guys didn't do it. Anyway.
Turns out we're just a colony of nudists.
Right, yeah.
Is that not how we're supposed to play?
They just wearing loincloths. They maybe have like some necklace with some teeth on it, but they usually wear like cloaks or hoods or something. That's kind of how they're attacking us. But we sometimes the cloaks come off and we see all of it, and they definitely lizard people. That's no doubt for sure.
Very interesting. And well, I think that covers the questions we need.
Excellent. Well, I wish you guys luck. That fellow over there in the booth, he came from the east, and he was answering the contract too. But I was telling him he's not going to be able to do it by himself. Just the one dude. He might be able to get one or two of them, but if there's a whole clan of them down there, I don't know if that's going to do it. So so that guy's over there. I don't know if you guys want to talk to him, but if you guys think you can handle it, that's fine too. So you all look capable, for sure. Especially that guy. He points over to the to the however tall you are. Dragonborn is like, hey, you could probably take out 4 of them if you wanted. You
I pick up the pitcher, make eye contact, and then just chug the whole thing.
Good.
2 more.
2 more. Okay, that's 2 more gold.
Sure.
All right. Mark it off. You think? Mm-hmm. Like, you got a big guy. He goes and gets 2 more pitchers. All right. So, anything else I can do you for?
No, I think you've covered all of our questions. We very much appreciate it.
Excellent. I'm glad I can help. I'll be here. Let me know if you need anything.
I don't believe I've actually gotten your name.
Oh, my name's Bon. Bon. B-A-H-N. You know the 2 dots that go over the A? Yeah, throw one of those over the A. That's how you spell it. A lot of people leave it out. I don't really care, but if you're writing it down,
It's quite rude to leave those out.
Thank you. That's what I thought.
It is in your name. It is how you pronounce it.
That's what I thought, but years of it, I just let it go. But I agree. It is rude. Thank you.
All right, Bon. Well, we appreciate it.
Okay, so you guys, now you have your 2 more pitchers of ale, and you have your strongest. Oh, I'll mark off 1 gold.
All right.
And then you have your wine, and then you have your pitcher.
It'll probably turn to a bottle of wine, so I'll just take off the gold.
Seeing him pound it down, I'm gonna pound mine down.
Okay. Dick measuring. Awesome. All right.
3 more.
3. Sorry. All right, 2 more.
Brock, if we are successful, we will all drink until we are dead.
He is challenging me.
We are not challenging anyone right now.
I'm just thirsty.
It's been a long
As am
walk.
I.
All right.
Thirsty boys.
Gentlemen, we can swing afterwards.
All right.
You need to be able to fight. Just one drink.
As you say for yourself.
As you have 2.
Barkeep, cancel those orders.
You already have them.
You never said you brought that.
Yes, I did. Yes.
My bad.
Pay attention,
All right,
bro.
I'll just chug the both of them.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Drop that down to 1.
Okay, 1. He gives you 2 gold back and just brings you the 1 pitcher.
I'm assuming I have a really high tolerance. I mean, I'm a dragon.
Yeah, it depends. I'll let it go. Yeah, if you had 1 more, I'd have you make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay,
but
okay.
Yeah. So we're not. You guys aren't getting drunk for this. Like. Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't get drunk. He'd get drunk. And I'd laugh about it.
Okay. So.
That's what you think.
Okay. So, you guys got your drinks. What are you guys doing now?
Sitting at the bar.
Sitting at the bar. All right.
So,
Someone talk to him. Go talk to that guy.
what guy?
The guy at the booth. You know the.
Why?
Well, we need to get more information, right? Or do we have enough?
I believe we have enough.
Yes,
What are we
because we
waiting
should
for?
trust the information from the incompetent mayor.
Well,
Well, we talked to a competent barkeep.
You just see me roll my eyes.
And the rest of your head.
Roll
well,
my eyes so hard my skull rotates.
if you,
Within your skin. Just
I guess I can go talk to him.
By the way, did you mention if he had a weapon on him?
He's got like a collection of stuff like to the right of him in the booth, but you can't really see it from where you're sitting.
I can't really. Okay, I can't really.
You can't really see it from where you're sitting. No.
I have no interest in going and talking to him.
I guess I can go talk to him. I mean, who wouldn't love seeing a pretty face like this come up to them at a bar?
of course not. Just remember, we're here on business, not playtime.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I won't play with my food.
So can I do both? Okay.
I'll
By the way, I love how you're playing your character. By the way, it's awesome.
She's great.
Yeah.
Mm.
so I'll get up and I'll walk over to the gentleman in the booth and I will say hello.
He will look up. He'll raise his eyebrows, but not make any jumps or anything like that. And, you know, how you doing there?
I'm well, and yourself?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I was like, you want to sit down?
Sure, thank you. So I'll sit down at the booth across from him. So, I heard that you took up the contract with the town here.
That I did. I wasn't prepared for what I found though. I was only here for a day. I went looking through the forest down there. There's some stuff in there. It's pretty thick. I see what they're talking about. I wasn't able to get very far. I got here later in the day, so I was only able to search for a couple hours before it got dark, and I didn't want to stay out there that long, you know. So, where my man is. My name is Goben O'Cannon, and he reaches out and to shake your hand.
And I'll shake his hand. Nice to meet you, Asphyxia.
Oh, such an appropriate name.
Oh, what would that mean?
I was gonna say it's just, if you come back late tonight, I'll show you.
Oh my. Well, let's put a cap on that for now. I came over here because my companions and I also took up the contract and wanted to see if maybe you knew anything. Maybe you'd like to join us. Might be better work as a group rather than singled out. You were here first, so you deserve a cut of the gold.
He downs the rest of his ale that's in the mug.
What was that name again? Goben? G-O-B-A?
Gobban
Grabbing cannon?
O'Cannon.
O'Cannon.
O hyphen cannon. Just how you would spell cannon. Goben O'Cannon. Well, if we're all going to be going in the same direction, I don't see why we can't travel together. That makes sense. And to tell you what I already know, I did follow some tracks. They are lizard people. They are lizard folk. I can tell you that. I'm a bit of a monster hunter myself, so I've seen some things, and they're definitely lizard folk tracks. I wasn't able to find a hole or a kind of like a cave or anywhere or a den or anything like that
No
to go.
home base?
Not that I could find. It goes pretty deep, and the fog gets pretty thick. The further it goes, it looks like it almost turns into a swamp almost when the further you go. The foliage gets really thick, hard to walk through.
That's quite unusual for lizard folk, isn't it?
Yeah,
They're usually quite weak.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought too. I mean, there are some places that you can see where they've traveled through, and we can kind of walk through that. But other than that, it's pretty thick, and the fog kind of keeps you from seeing for a couple of miles ahead. So it's really, so that's why I didn't want to stay out there at night.
Yes,
You know,
that is
'cause-
very precarious.
Yes.
So if you'd like, you can come up and meet the rest of my companions, and maybe we can come up with a plan.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea. So you see him reach over to his side and get his backpack. You see a quiver with arrows and a longbow. And then on the other side of the bag, you see his he has a short sword on the other side of it. He has a short sword on the other side of it. So he grabs his bag and he gets out of the booth and starts walking towards.
And I'll also get out of the booth and follow him naturally.
So walk over and see you guys, and I see him, and she's like, "Oh, your your party's just full with colorful characters, aren't they? How you doing there, big fella?"
Fine. You?
Well, I'm doing a lot better now. No, I'm traveling with you. Gobin O'Cannon. I reach out to shake your hand.
I will extend Dervin Goodman.
Dervin Goodman. Nice to meet you. And I look over and I see you. It's just like, gosh, you got a lot of heavy hitters here, don't you? I like seeing it. How you doing there, big boy?
I'm doing very well.
Good.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. I see you guys drinking already. I can't wait to get back here and get some more drinks in. It'll be fun.
Oh, it will be.
Oh, careful there. I'll drink you under the table.
I would like to see you try.
I'd love to see you both do that to yourselves.
So we'll make it a date then. You talked to the mayor already? I assume.
Unfortunately.
Yes, I know what you mean. How does someone like that become a mayor? I don't get it.
Sounds like family lineage.
That's what the bartender was saying, yeah. But, oh well, what you gonna do? We're here now. We have a job to do, right?
I suppose so.
So, mayor said 500 gold per person.
Yes.
So we'll do that.
I'm quite fair with that.
Cool. I've kind of traveled already through, so I kind of know where the easier parts to traverse are. So we'll go through that way, and we'll head out whenever you guys are ready, I guess.
What time is it right now? Is it still a day?
Yeah, it's about like 11:30 in the morning. So it's like just before noon. So if you guys left now, it would still be daytime. So it'd be a good time to travel.
So, you say you've ventured in.
Yes.
How much information have you gathered?
Well, I was telling your friend over there, they're definitely lizard folk. I was able to find some of the tracks, and they're definitely lizard folk tracks. I wasn't able to go too deep. It seems like the forest goes on for a long time, and then it turns almost into a swamp. It's kind of strange, actually, especially considering lizard folk, going there. They don't really stick by the swamps. They usually try to find caves or caverns or something like that. So I found that very strange, but I wasn't able to get very deep. I got here late yesterday, so it started to get dark, and I didn't want to stay out there too long. So, and I also started to get really foggy, so I had to tail back before something found me. So
Quite understandable.
yeah. I was able to see a couple different tracks. Probably 5 or 6 of them, maybe. Maybe 5 or 6 of them that I was tracking. But other than that, I think that's about all. I think that's about all that I can see. That was all that I was able to see.
Very well.
There could be more. They could be sending out packs and then bringing them back. Sorry.
Very well. Since you seem to have made your way in already and picked up some tracks, we'll let you lead the way.
All right. Well, we'll leave whenever you guys are ready, I guess. And you guys just got situated with your beers, so I'll let you.
I down mine.
Are you down yours already? Okay.
Finally.
Beyond.
Oh, Bon.
Bond, yeah.
As I said, be gone.
Okay.
It's fine. One more glass for my friend here. I need to fill him up with my pitcher.
Oh, of course. So he goes and he gets you another pitcher.
Just need a glass.
You just need a glass. Oh, glass. Oh,
Because he doesn't have one.
that's right. He brings over a glass for.
I'm going to pour him out of my pitcher.
Okay.
Please drink with us.
Oh, well, thank you very much. So he sits down at the bar and starts drinking. So how long have y'all been traveling together?
A few years.
A few years. Built some camaraderie then.
I would say so.
I look over at you. Who's your favorite?
My favorite.
Your favorite.
The one that stands the longest.
That's a good answer. Now you, who's your favorite? Everyone's got the favorite.
A favorite?
Yes.
I'm gonna stand there batting my eyes like this, with my hands under my chin.
The one that hits me the hardest.
I look over at you. It's just like, so her?
You just see me wink.
So. Okay, so you guys are gonna stay at the
You're
bar.
not gonna ask me. You're just gonna leave me out.
Well, I didn't ask her either, so. Okay. That's a good answer. Just growl. Okay. So you guys are just gonna hang and chill at the bar for a while. For a
I'd
little
say
bit?
we would finish our drinks and then head out after a couple minutes. You know, just chat a little bit.
Yeah, I would order one more since we're.
Since we're
I
staying.
just have to finish my picture. We're not staying.
I down my pitchers. It's okay.
Okay, then mark off. one
He
more
can
goal.
take it.
Okay. So you guys are gonna finish your ales, and then you guys are gonna head out.
Yes.
Okay. So you venture out, and you head south to the forest. Right? Is that where you guys are headed? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'd be following our new friend, Gobin.
Gobin. Okay. So you guys are walking through the forest. It's fairly. It's kind of like partly cloudy, so it's like some lights coming through the trees, and it's a very pleasant walk through the forest, at least initially. So you guys are walking through the forest. What are you guys doing? What do you do? What's everyone doing?
Well, say, Gobin, you said you have traveled this far deep. Can you show me what tracks you found?
Yeah, sure. Let me look around here. So he's gonna look around for a while, and he's kind of gonna go off to the side, and he's gonna show you some of the tracks that he saw. By now, a lot of them have become kind of faded, but you could still see kind of like a dried up imprint of like a lizard foot, and he's kind of like showing you he's kind of showing you like the distinctions and how you can tell it's a lizard foot or the lizard foot and everything. And so he's like, so they went off that way, and he's kind of like gesturing towards. So it's like the deeper you go, the more foliage there is, and it becomes much harder to traverse. I was able to find a place where I assume they traveled through to make it easier. So that's the way we're gonna go. Right now it's pretty easy, but the further we go, the thicker it's gonna get.
So it definitely leads off the path, like for sure. Like it's deep into the woods.
Yeah, they go off the track. Yeah. So, we're gonna go further in.
Yeah, we just go further and keep walking.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna follow the tracks. Okay. So, the further you get, you notice that the treetops get more. They kind of cover more of the sunlight as you go in, so there's less light coming through, and it's the forest itself, like from what you can see, starts to get more covered in shade and it starts to get darker, and you can see more foliage kind of, more and more foliage come up. Well, not come up, but just kind of like be there, kind of like getting in the way.
More bushes.
More bushes.
Thicker,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
grass
becoming
is
thicker.
taller.
Yeah, the grass is taller. Yeah, not a lot of people have walked through here, clearly, and you're walking through. You guys doing anything? You guys doing anything specifically? You guys, or should I just keep describing your guys' walk?
Can I just like cast Sacred Flame on the
No,
plants
you
and
can't.
destroy everything?
No, you can't. I'm not letting you do that.
Okay.
You're not starting a forest fire. I'm not letting you do that.
It's like, if we burn the forest down, we kill.
We'll find something.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we burn the forest down, we kill what's in it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if this was just regular campaign, like sure, but no, I'm trying to keep it from going off the rails. So,
Oh, were you?
a little bit.
For those of you listening, we're about to go way off the rails.
Great.
Once entering the grass, I pick up my hammer and I start carrying it, kind of like a fireman's carry on my shoulders.
Okay.
What's it look like in the treetops?
So the treetops, you can't really see the tops of the trees. The trees and the leaves kind of are starting to block out the sun. They're starting to become more and more trees. And so the forest is starting to become more like thick, and sun is still getting through, but it's more like kind of like little bits of beams getting through.
So very thick, dense
Yes.
foliage on top as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, very, very thick foliage on top, yeah.
All right then. I'm just gonna proceed to walk through then.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, you guys just gonna keep following? Yeah. What's the walking order right now? I was gonna say Gobin's leading, right? So
I would be behind Wolf Goodman.
okay. And then
I'm
where
I'm in the back.
you're in the back, okay.
A little bit removed.
I'll be next to Gobin.
Okay. And then where are you gonna be?
I would be behind Gobin and told you I forget.
Asphyxia?
Asphyxia.
Asphyxia. Okay. All right. So you guys are all just gonna keep this kind of group going through.
I am gonna have an action ready just in case.
Okay. What action is that?
If necessary, blade ward.
Okay. All right. So you have that ready. So you guys keep walking through. You notice that the dirt on the floor is starting to become more, I guess, muddy. I guess is the word I'm looking for. Not necessarily like deep, thick mud, but it's starting to have more give the further you go, and there's starting to be less birds chirping, and you're starting to hear more like insects, and it's starting to look more like a swamp. It's starting to feel kind of like more like a swamp. So what are you guys doing?
Gobin, can you tell me if there's a source of water around here?
I gotta be honest. I didn't go that far. There very well could be based on the how the environment's changing. I do know they have a river just east of here. It's fairly big, so there could be a creek that splits off and maybe it goes through this forest, and maybe it's pooling somewhere. It's the only thing I can think of.
That's a good observation.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to catch a map recently around here, so
Yeah. Yeah. So this is actually about as far as I got before it got really dark and I had to turn back. So I do know I knew it started to get. But yeah, so
And when we got here, the lighting didn't change or anything, did it?
the light has been obscured by the trees.
I mean, since like the ground got muddier and stuff.
Right, the ground got muddier.
Yeah,
It's got a little cloudier, but
Okay, but
not by. It's just more like natural clouds. It's not like, nothing drastic.
Okay.
So guys, continue through.
Zorweem, you're gonna cover our rear, right? Good man.
Okay.
Brock, you got my 6.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna strap my shield to my arm. Gobin, please
Okay.
lead the way.
So, he at this point, Gobin's going to take out his short sword and he's going to start cutting through some of the foliage that's in front of you guys to try to like make a path, make it easier for some of the bigger guys in the party.
You mean the guys in the party?
Yeah. Exactly. So you guys. Okay, so the further you guys go, it seems like you guys have been going for a while now, and it definitely starts to become more like swamp-like. You guys start to see more like pools of water, and like the mud starts to get thicker, and you start to notice a light layer of fog start to come like developing in the south as you're like walking toward it, and it's inhibiting your vision beyond the fog.
Just so you know, I have devil's sight.
Okay, what does that do for you?
In addition to what you get with dark vision, I can see through any type of darkness as if it were normal.
So, like,
Okay.
specifically
So, say
the spell darkness, she could see through it.
Okay. Fog counts.
No, fog is not.
No, I'm
not
just letting you
darkness.
know in case it becomes
Okay.
really
All
dark.
right. Thank you for letting me know.
absence of light.
Thank you for letting me know that. Cool. So, you guys definitely notice the fog and that it's starting to become more swamp-like. So, what do you guys do?
I take out my mace and just swing it a little bit, just like back and forth,
Okay.
just looking around.
Okay.
Behind us?
Huh?
While you're behind us?
Yeah.
He's
just
like
kind
he's
of
like
cautiously.
swinging it.
Not like swinging,
Oh,
just
you're
kind
just
of like
kinda-
rocking it a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright then.
Okay.
Just a little more cautious.
I'm just kind of cautiously looking around. One of my right hand is now gripping the handle of my axe. My other arm is still laying over it.
Okay. You mean your hammer?
Sorry, hammer. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You in the bushes to the front, to the left side, you guys hear some rustling and some shaking.
How far away?
About 20 feet.
Okay.
And-
Well, I stop and I turn in that direction,
Okay.
waiting for whatever it is to show itself.
Okay. What is everyone else doing? Okay.
It appears we have a visitor.
I just look at you and nod.
Wolf, what are you doing?
Perception check.
Are you rolling a perception check?
Yeah, I would like to do a perception check on it.
Go for it.
You want me to boom more?
No, I was saying because I have the spell thaumaturgy, I can make your voice booming and 3 times as loud, so it might be intimidating.
Okay, okay.
Is that a touch spell?
Nope.
Sweet. So that is actually only an 8 on my perception check.
Okay, you can definitely see something moving in the bush. It's a fairly large bush, so something big could be hiding in it, but you can't really tell what's in it. Something big is definitely hiding either behind the bush or within the bush.
I look at you and signal and you understand, I think, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to use the cantrip thaumaturgy and make it so when he speaks, it's going to boom 3 times as loudly
Okay.
to intimidate whatever is in the bush, possibly.
Okay. Do you want to speak?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, "Come out!" Just as terrifying as I
Right.
can.
You see the bush shake, and you kind of see a lizard person fall out from behind the bush. And you hear him, he's speaking in some broken English. You can tell he can't really speak English very well.
Common.
Or common, sorry.
English is common for us.
Right, exactly. So, and he's kind of shaking. He has his hands up. He's not armed, and he's visibly terrified and not wanting to fight. So, what do you guys do?
I'm just going to back him over with my finger like a mirror.
He's gonna nod, and he's gonna get on his knees and kind of scoot forward with his hands up and kind of be very, try to be very cautious with his actions.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to speak to him calmly. What is your purpose here?
He looks at your character and he starts speaking to you in Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, I mean no harm. I was was just standing guard. I wasn't. I don't have any weapons on me.
I put my weapon away and I ask, "Where are the others? Are there others?"
Yes, there are. Few, not many. We haven't fared as well with the humans as we anticipated.
Speak boldly. Don't be scared.
Your voice is still booming.
Oh, it is.
It's for a whole minute.
I'm very
Okay.
terrified right now.
You can turn it off, can't you?
It's for a minute.
It's for a minute.
She can, but she don't care.
Fine, I guess I'll turn it off for now. I can always do it again.
Okay.
Okay. So I try to speak like calmly and softly and
Right.
put my weapon away and try to reassure him a little bit.
Okay. He's still kind of shaking because
Obviously, yeah.
you guys are very intimidating. We had no choice. We had no choice.
Explain.
He made us. He made us.
Who?
Obassian. He made us.
Okay. What does that mean?
We had a den not too far from here, and he came. He drove us out. He gave us a deal. He said if we steal for him, he won't kill us.
Where is he right now?
He points like further south. If you guys keep going, like he points like that direction.
I look over at everyone else.
Do you think we can trust this guy?
Well, what is he
They
saying?
can't understand me.
Oh, okay. I relay to them what he says, and then I say, "Do you think we trust this guy?"
Who's Obassian?
Or
I ask
what
him
is
exactly
Obassian?
what he
Can
is.
Can I make a history check just in case I know what the name means? Maybe
Sure.
it's a local legend or something.
Sure.
Alright. So,
You roll it in the thing. Yeah.
that's gonna be 14 for history.
14. You've heard of legends of Obassian. No one really knows exactly what it is. People just call it a big shadow. That's usually
Okay.
that's the name that people give it.
Okay, then I'll ask you if you could help make him clarify.
Okay, ask for clarification.
We've not seen its true form, but he's killed my family, and I'm not supposed to talk. I'm not supposed to tell you. I'm not supposed to tell you.
Tell us what. You already told us what direction.
At this point, I'm gonna walk up and cast Calm Emotion.
Okay.
And as you walk up, I like reassure you, put my hand up.
You attempt to suppress strong emotion of a group of people. Each humanoid in a 20-foot sphere, centered at the point you choose, must make a charisma saving throw. The creature you choose fails. Fails, gains one of the following effects, and it can't be frightened or charmed.
Okay.
So go ahead
Yes.
and
So you can see kind of the spell immediately take his effect, and he stops shaking, and he's calm. He takes a deep breath. Obassian has many forms. He came to us as a human, but he prefers his true form as a dragon.
I relay the information to everyone else.
What color?
What color?
He gestures to you.
Black. Obviously.
Fantastic.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Part of me was kind of hoping you guys wouldn't find out what it was, but that's, until later. But that's fine. Okay.
So I'm just going to look at you and say, So should we have him lead the way then?
Do you trust him? He seems pretty scared.
I'm going to trust the fact that he's just as scared as what we can do to him and his friends now as what it can do to us.
I tell you guys I'm going to ask him about any people they've seen around.
Are there any people here that you're holding alive or
Humans?
humans? Yeah.
No, he does not. He leaves no survivors.
I look at everyone else and relay the information and then like say, well, we have nothing to bring back to for the contract. We don't have any people to bring back.
What about a
So-
horde? What about a horde? They stole objects and valuables.
Or perhaps it's head.
I nod.
He's like, I like that option.
Black dragon teeth and horns are fairly valuable from what I know.
I'm just going to laugh at what you say and look over at our black dragonborn companion.
I just snarl and show my teeth.
He's
Talking about you.
he speaks the truth. Doesn't matter where.
I look at the frightened little lizard and ask him to lead us there. And I tell you guys, let's go.
Well, before we make way to this den, wherever he is, shouldn't we return him to his people?
We might be able to get some help that way. And if not, we'll just kill them all. And I just look at him and at the little lizard folk and grin.
And I just like laugh. I find
Well, I was
that
gonna say,
really
now that
funny.
he's calm, he just kind of goes, okay.
Fine. Show us to where your people are.
More numbers would mean a better fight.
Where are your people? Do you have any fighters?
All we have left are fighters. We are further that way. We do not share the same space as Obastian. You do not share the space of Obastian. Come,
Alright.
come with me. I will show you.
All right, so we follow, yeah? Yeah? We follow?
Oh,
I do.
yeah, we're gonna follow him.
Yeah.
Okay.
My hand is still gripping the handle of my hammer.
With that, we've hit an hour. Let's cut this now, and then we'll continue the second part afterwards. So let me do a quick little outro. And it's like, okay. So that was the first part of our 2-part of this one shot. Thank you so much for listening. This has been Evan, joined with Nathaniel, Doug, Morgan, and Nick. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and tune in for the next episode where we complete this one shot and see who makes it out alive. Okay, thanks. Bye.
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 Bye!